for coming to visit and hang out. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to first find me so I can talk to you guys on my other phone. And okay, so here we are. So welcome. I'm going to first do the harvest moon, kind of like just a collective reading for the first portion. I will put timestamps on this so you know you guys can come back and figure out where you're at, or if you want to listen to what you want to listen to. So the first thing is the harvest moon. It's coming Saturday. I feel like we can feel the energy now, so you can start working with that energy. You can start doing rituals and manifesting things. But what this moon is all about is about dreaming really, really, big. Embracing the possibilities, thinking of things like, if I knew there was no failing, or what could I do? What am I capable of doing? Thinking outside the box, ways to make things happen for yourself. Um, so this moon is saying, in order to be productive, you can't lose sight of your purpose. Too much logic stops creativity. Too much dreaming stops you from taking action. Don't forget what the end goal is. That's pretty much what the harvest moon is all about. It's about possibilities. It's about dreaming big and not giving up on that, like knowing what you really truly desire and how to get it. So when I talked to the card, because I wasn't quite sure how to do this, like if I should do each sign for the moon or not, but it seems like the moon is kind of saying the same thing for all of us. It's saying, what are your dreams? Don't be afraid of them. Try and think of different ways to make it happen, especially if you feel like it's a purpose thing, like this is my purpose. Okay, so what I did was I just pulled some cards, and I kind of like what came out. So, well, the very first card, of course, is I found this card on purpose. This is the full moon in Pisces, which is where we're at now, and it's called Balanced Spirituality and Practicality. So, I feel like, yeah, this is about being practical, not really being practical. You know what I mean? Like thinking outside the box, trying to make things happen, right? So what I see in the cards here is the first card comes out is asking you to reach out for help. Talk to spirit. You're being supported. They want you to know that. Like you have at least, one, two, three, four spirit beings holding you up. I mean, you might not feel it, you might not know it, but they're holding you up, and they want to help you get to the end goal. This goal that you're thinking about over the harvest moon, you can't help it. It's the energy of the moon. So while you're thinking about that, they're saying like, will you please reach out to us? And then the next card out is the Seven of Pentacles. And it's this tree one. Feeling like, I feel like knowing your value, knowing how important you are to this planet, maybe that's something they want to show you. Maybe that's why they're asking you to reach out to them. Again, the base chakra comes out. I've seen this a few times last week. The root chakra. Making sure that you're grounded and realizing your root system. That's also like connected to this Seven of Pentacles, because this Seven of Pentacles is about a tree, the biggest tree, the mother tree, the main tree that feeds all the other trees, which this tree is you. You know, you have something very, very good, big to do. And it has something to do with the root system, your root system, and the way you use it, like a tree, to feed others. The next card out is the Emperor card. This is about taking yourself out of the shadow of your life and stepping forward. This is about getting some kind of new piece of information, probably from spirit, probably from the moon energy. I think it's going to be illuminated to you. Something's going to become clear about the path you want to take, about the path you're desiring to take. It's about what's in your heart and what keeps calling to you, you know. What it's saying is, it's time. Step forward and take the lead. You're needed now, you know. This could have something to do with your family as well, I'm feeling like. Then the Six of Pentacles comes out. So this is about equal give and take. I feel like I see three sixes in a row that came out here. And so I feel like maybe while you're in this period, I feel like you're kind of having some kind of nostalgia going on. You know, you're thinking maybe about a choice that you made. You're thinking about maybe a child or somebody that you love so much. Somebody that maybe you want to make things right with. 666. Watch for that over, you know, the next week or so. And when you see it, you know, pay attention to what's going on around you, or what you're thinking about, or, you know, what's playing on the radio, that kind of thing. Pay attention to 666, because it's a deep thing. It has something to do with family or a lover or something. I see your sacral chakra being illuminated here. So this is about either a deep, you know, a family member or somebody that's a lover that you think about all the time. And maybe it didn't go right, and maybe you're thinking like, I kind of want to set this thing right. This could be why Spirit is asking you, like, hey, reach out for us because we can help you with this, you know. So maybe that's one of the things that you know, have in your mind that you want to do, you know, create balance in some sort of really deep relationship. I feel like this could be a challenge for you. I feel like there has been a challenge in this relationship, you know, and maybe you have a little fear about doing it, but Spirit is saying, like, don't, like, let your heart lead you. Look at this Sun card. Her heart is just bursting with joy. I feel like once you go ahead, like, remember what this says, like, if you didn't limit yourself, if you had no limits on your thoughts, on your plans, on your goals, you know, what would you do? Well, you'll shine, you know. It'll be your heart that leads you. I also feel like I feel like you're having some sort of an enlightenment about a situation. It's this 666 relationship, you know, this nostalgia, this equal give and take, this lover that's in your life. And I feel like you're finding some closure, some clarity. You're understanding, I think, what it gave you. I feel like this, like, leveling out of this relationship, whatever this is, I think it's going to bring you so much relief. And I just do. I see you detaching and I see you shining. So that's what I see there. I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards. Those are just the ones that I was talking to Spirit, like, should I do individual readings for the moon? And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, nope, this moon is kind of affecting everybody. Everybody's going to be thinking about their goals. Everybody's going to be wondering what they can do to step forward, you know. And I feel like for everyone that's going to watch this video, you know, my subscribers and people who just stumble across it, I feel like they have something, you know, something that possibly wasn't fair in your past. And I feel like it's time to, I don't know, let's see what that means. Tell me about the Sixes, Spirit. Can you clarify the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Lovers? Tell me what that all is saying, all coming out together like that. Okay, again, the Three of Pentacles. That was this one. It's like you're gonna have to get help for this. Like you're gonna have, you know, Spirit help you. So don't be afraid to ask for that, you know, because that's what's going to bring you success. And here's another six. So now you have four of them. This is the Six of Wands. So evidently, this moon is bringing in the power of six, whatever that might mean. Temperance. Be patient with yourself as these changes start to unfold for you. As you start to realize, like, what you're realizing in this card is angelic presence all around you. You see the angels all around this guy. There's a balance coming in. And it could all be stemmed from this past relationship. Now, this relationship could be a lover, because the Lover's card is here. But I also get like a chill, you know, like a family vibe, because this sort of looks like, you know, a father and a son. It could be inner child wounding too. But I feel like at the very minimum, whatever it is, this is kind of like something that you are gonna, it's gonna come up. You're gonna need to deal with whatever it is. It's not a bad thing. It's like a setting something right, you know? It's gonna bring joy and stability into your life here with the four of Wands. And now you have two sevens coming out, Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. So I feel like, yeah, this is about something that you planted a long time ago. It's about your home. It's about your family. And you planted it a long time ago. It is producing fruits. I do see you raising your vibration as well here. I feel like whatever this is, fixing it or, you know, somehow making it right is what's going to raise your vibe. And also ending out a cycle and beginning a brand new cycle. Hey, Erica. Hi. Happy Thursday to you. Is it Thursday? You know, I was going to go work this morning. I do gardening for people around town. And it started thundering. So I lucked out. Just kidding. So basically what I see happening here is this situation like coming full circle. And I feel like you get to start on a new page with a brand new experience. And this is something that the moon is going to be shining on you, you know, shining down for you. This, whatever this situation is here. This equal give and take, this Six of Cups, and this Lovers, sacral chakra. It seems like there was some sort of a fight, you know, and I don't know, some kind of an apology, something needs to happen. But you do have the Seven of Pentacles twice here, and the seven. So you got 6666 and 777. And I also see like numbers going in order too. Like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5. Wait, you do have a 5. You have 6 and you have 7. So you're definitely moving in a progressive order. You know what I mean? Okay. So what does this new life look like for the collective world card? Tell me what this looks like, because this harvest moon is it's about goals. It's about thinking outside the box. It's about Making your dreams come true. Tell me what the World card is bringing. Six of Cups. Again, it was this card with all the sixes. So now you have 5 sixes. So I feel like what happened is some kind of, heartbreak with somebody that you love so much. And it's been a long journey. And I feel like you've been hermiting a long time about it. You're talking to spirit. You're like, what can I do here? I need your guidance. And then spirit is saying, like, keep working on what? It's like, you're working on, like, honing a skill of some sort. Okay. This could be about your child. Working on, because it's the Empress, So, just because there's children in this Six of Cups, So you might just be working on, embodying the Empress energy, the nurturing, the love. Maybe you're working on loving yourself. I just did a reading yesterday that was all about that. And I feel like what this moon is actually bringing, here's the moon card, is, some kind of new ability, Queen of Wands. I feel like, you're going to find a new gift, or, you're going to be given some kind of gift from spirit. Right? You don't see it coming. It is a spiritual gift with the Hierophant card here at the bottom. Maybe it's an apology. Page of Cups. Maybe it's an apology. But it's definitely sincere. I feel like whoever's doing the apologizing is sincerely upset. They feel terrible about it, and they're coming to you with love, and they're wanting something new to start. I feel like there's healing coming after a really tough, but it is involving you surrendering here. Once you surrender, look at what the next card out is. It's the Eight of Wands, which to me is like spirit going, yay! Now we get to help. You finally gave it to us. Now what they're giving you is this knowledge of the Magician card. Maybe it's something that you forgot. This moon is very, very magical. I feel like something's going to be made right that was wrong. And it could be an apology, or it could be like spirit just showing you something new, like maybe a different perspective, This right here just seems to me like an argument that got out of control, and it wasn't really fair. And maybe there was misunderstandings, I feel like it's going to be made right. I feel like the moon is shining something beautiful down on each and every one of us. Something we didn't know about ourselves, about our life, about our journey. So I love this reading. I feel like it's just really important to like honor that space of the moon, like give it some time this weekend. Give it some of your attention. I'm not sure if any of you have ever made moon water before, but I swear it is the most magical thing I've ever done in my life. And I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm definitely doing it on this harvest moon. I had a dream about this harvest moon song one time, and I thought I knew what the meaning was, but obviously I was wrong. And I still don't know what it's trying to tell me. It's about that. It's this song called Harvest Moon by Neil Young. And I don't know. I woke up from a dream, and just kept hearing that song every day for a long time. So I don't know if that song is for someone else. And I got to thinking about that yesterday when I just kind of casually mentioned to listen to this song. But I'm thinking like, I kind of need to just put it out there because maybe it doesn't belong to me. Maybe that was a message for someone else, you know. Um, so just take that how it resonates, and if that song means something to you, I would stinking love to know. So I would, because I feel like I heard it every single day and so I don't know. Anyway, the harvest moon is Saturday again. This was a few harvest moons ago that I had that dream. So, okay, so now we're going to talk about Mercury retrograde, and I kind of need to get a timestamp here. So 2116. All right, so what I found out about Mercury retrograde is like, it's in Libra from September 9th to the 23rd. And Libra is about relationship, it's about balance, it's about harmony, and it's about negotiating. So, because it's in retrograde, we could be having some misunderstandings. So be really careful with texting. Like, you text somebody something and they text you a thumbs up back. And during Mercury retrograde, that might look like a big fuck you. So be careful. Don't try and read anything into like emojis and things like that, because there could be huge misunderstandings. And then September 24th through October 2nd, it moves into Virgo. So this is about being picky and being about like a perfectionist on some level. And then I looked at each sign. So let's start with each sign. I'm going to start with Aries and 22. 2245 for Aries. Okay. Well, I'll put this up so you can watch it later if you want to, Erica. I'm moving into the Mercury retrograde reading, and the first one is Aries. So it said that it might feel like during the retrograde, it might feel like you're the only one trying in your relationship, and try not to jump to conclusions. Don't act on impulsive urges until after the retrograding in Mercury goes forward. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull a few tarot cards and get a couple messages for Aries. I'm going to try and keep this, not like 5 hours long. So Aries, let's have some messages for Aries for the retrograde, Mercury retrograde. What things are coming up for them? Like you might be feeling like you have a real heavy load going here, and honestly, the Ten of Wands is about being at the end of a long journey that was treacherous. It was heavy. It was a heavy journey, and you're at the end now, so you get to start over with some new lesson, with some new passion, that kind of thing. The time of drudgery is soon to be over, but I feel like during Mercury retrograde, it might feel like the end of the world, like you're like, shit, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Spirit says, keep going, keep going. What's happening is Mercury retrograde, but your wishes have been heard, and they're definitely coming true with the Star card. Let's get some more for Aries. What else is Mercury helping them out with, or reminding them of from the past? Okay, so you've been healing, and I feel like you're ready to start something new with the Page of Pentacles. So this could be like a new way of making money or whatever. But, you know, the Star card is also about healing. So I feel like you got two healing cards here. So there might be a period of, you know, of reflection. I mean, retrograde, it's like back spinning. It's like bringing the past forward, you know. And I think what you're feeling is like, you're feeling like, God damn it, this has been a tough road, you know. So, and then I see that there's a Page of Pentacles. So this could be a new route that you're going to take about money, or it could be a message from somebody from the past, because we're dealing with Mercury retrograde. That's what happens. So this could be a message from a pentacle person, which is Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So let's clarify, what's the Page of Pentacles? Is this a message? Is this a message? It could be. I feel like it might cause you some confusion, Yap. You overthink it. You're like, damn. Somebody from the past coming on in. Somebody that you walked away from. I feel like you're gonna ignore you're not gonna answer this message. I feel like you're over it. I feel like they caused you too much confusion. And I feel like you just want to focus on yourself. The Empress. You have new plans. This could very, very, very much have something to do with the moon, you know, because the moon is all about being creative and figuring out, you know, what you really want to do. It's about dreams. It's about love. King of Pentacles. This could be about self-love. I feel like you're just starting all over. I feel like you're in the retrograde. I feel like you're revved up and or after the retrograde. I feel like you are. I feel like you're coming into this Empress energy and being filled with love and joy, which is what kind of brings our soul to the surface. And I see you starting on a new thing. So I feel like something from the past is coming in. It's something that you've had to heal up from and you walked away from already. And you're focusing on you. You're focusing on your own creative endeavors. You're focusing on the things you love to do. And it's firing you up. You feel great. So this is going to be a really great time for you, I feel like. See? Four of Wands. This is about success, happiness, growth at home, growth in your family. So you might feel like you're the only one trying in a relationship here. Try not to jump to conclusions. Don't act on impulsive urges until after the retrograde. So, yeah, you're getting an offer. It could be about work. I don't know what you feel about it. I don't know if you want to take it or not. Yeah, so just don't make any big decisions through the retrograde according to, you know, astrology and the cards. I feel like what's happening is just going to happen. It's part of your path. And what I see you doing is following your own creative endeavors. And it's leading to joy, stability, and love. So that's what I see for you, Aries. Let's see, for Taurus. So the retrograde starts in your 6th house. Oh, I better put down a timestamp. 2944. Okay, so Taurus. It says the retrograde starts in your 6th house. So this is about nitpicking and letting things get under your skin. Spirit is saying, like, change your focus and maybe join a gym. Right? So you might have the tendency to nitpick people around you during the retrograde. Like you can't stand the way someone's chewing their food. I keep hearing that from my kids. And I was just talking to my daughter about it, and I'm like, we had so many kids in our family that I never focused. I mean, what would the point have been to like focus on some way somebody chewed? So I never really did that, but I guess my daughters do. So try not to let things get under your skin if you're a Taurus, because it could. And if this is about somebody that you're with, like a husband or a wife, like this they might bug the shit out of you during the retrograde. So so it said like maybe join a gym, and it also said maybe ask your partner to join the gym with you. Look at you, 7 of Wands. Like you're fucking feeling really defensive here. Oh, Taurus retrograde, damn it. I see Taurus is a big part of my chart. I'm on a cusp with Taurus and Gemini. And also my Venus is in Taurus, so. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I feel like you are feeling really testy and yeah, cold. King of Swords. Like, you're just like, you want it your way or the highway, you're even thinking to yourself, like, do I even fucking want to do this anymore? About something. And I feel like during the retrograde, something is ending. Now, it could be the way you feel. It could be all of this testiness, like you're noticing it. You're aware of it, and you're like, shit. Spirit, what can they do? Tell me the best thing they could do to like get out of this energy and stay positive. What can they do to not nitpick? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Try and treat others like you want to be treated, like fair, give and take, equal, you know? And realizing that, everything you do comes back to you. So you want to be kind and loving to everybody that comes into your path, I love that advice. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so I feel like it's I feel like there's a lot of confusion during this time for you, 7 of Cups. I feel like you're doing a lot of thinking, because I do see you seeing like, I don't know if I want to stay here or go. This could be about work. It could be about love. It could be about anything, like you're fed up because of this energy from the Mercury retrograde. So I really love this advice, like the 6 of Pentacles. And I think that's about the best stinking card I've ever pulled when I ask for advice. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like someone or something is being guided to you too. It could be about work. And so this could be a very good thing, like someone coming in, looking at something that you do, and they really love it. It shocks you. It's a tower moment, but in a good way. Like you don't realize. And I'll tell you like what this could be. What I mean by this, someone coming in and liking what you do, and then it's a tower moment. You can't believe it. It's happened to me a few times with my paintings. Like I never had any lessons. I just, it's something that I picked up. I just started doing it one day, like about 5 years ago. And I don't know that I'm the greatest painter on earth, and I feel a little, maybe like I'm not, But there's a place downtown here in my town where you can just, take your art in and hang it on the wall. And every once in a while, I'll get a check in the mail that someone bought a piece of my artwork. And every single time, it's like this tower, and I'm like, I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe somebody really understood what I was saying with that piece. I'm so, and like, it's like, yeah, the Fool card comes out. It's like your soul is like jumping for joy, and you realize like, yeah, somebody does get it. Like somebody does get my artwork. Somebody does get what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's gonna be happening to you during this Mercury retrograde, and I feel like it's going to be in this time where you are consciously making the effort of equal give and take. Six of Pentacles. You're offering things to people, they're offering it back. You're getting an even exchange here. So I feel like there's this one side where it's like you're going to be on edge and everything, but I see this transforming. And it's because of your own attitude. Six of Pentacles. So try and stay in that vibe. You want to look at the card again? It's like being fair to everyone. It's like loving everyone. And I feel like if you focus on that during the retrograde, you're not going to have this nitpicky shit because it doesn't fit in with the Six of Pentacles if you're equal give and taking, you know? So I do see some beautiful stuff coming for you too, as far as your passion goes, which kind of goes with the moon. You know, because the moon is kind of like highlighting your dreams, your wishes, you know, your proverbial painting project, you know, or whatever it is you're working on. All right, let's see. I need to look at the time. 36. All right, so now we got Gemini. And so what I found out about Gemini is be careful of all the things that you say, because your passions are running high for romance, but also your temper. So, I mean, you're you got passion for a love romance, but you also are easily triggered through this retrograde, so be careful with that. Yeah, it's a balancing act, says Spirit. Two of Pentacles. Like, this is something you're going to have to really try and balance your way through. I do see it happening, and this is the 20 card. It's Judgment. It's about letting your soul guide through. You know, your soul has its own dang plan, and sometimes our human needs to just sit back and watch that shit happen, right? So what I see next is the Magician card. I see you know, your soul like leading you to this place where you can manifest anything you want. What's on your mind? Use that moon energy, you know, use it. Because if you're the magician, I mean, you can really make anything happen. And like I was saying earlier in the moon reading, like even moon water, I have had some powerful visions from moon water, like after doing it, pouring it on my head, drinking it. And it's really just letting the moon energy penetrate the water with whatever you have in the water and whatever intention you're setting for that. So, you know, maybe it's got something to do with that, you know, your soul wanting to like guide you maybe to the understanding of the abilities you have to manifest things, you know, because I see this Ace of Wands here. Like, it's like this is coming out of the fire. I don't know if you'll have a fire for the full moon or not, but I do see this like new brilliant idea, like an epiphany coming out of the fire, out of the smoke. You're seeing all kinds of things that you can do now. You can create magic, you can write, you can paint, you have knowledge from your previous lives. Something's coming out of this fire. So your passions are running high through this retrograde, Mercury retrograde. Passions are high. So it can be about romance. It can be about what you're doing with yourself. You know, what are your passions? I feel like what you want to do is become this Queen of Pentacles, which is stable. She's like pre-Empress energy, you know? And I do see that coming, but you have to take the first step. You know, page of Pentacles. I feel like you see the path illuminated for you here. You have the ability and you have the energy right here to be the Queen of Pentacles. But there's something here with this Nine of Swords, anxiety, fear, sadness, depression. So, Spirit, how can Gemini get out of that sadness? Because I feel like it's blocking them. Love, offering love. Knight of Cups. So change your focus from what you've lost to love and how you can offer it. I feel like they're asking you to offer it to all of your family members. Four of Wands. So try and get really tight with your family. Try and just show love, you know, your kids, your animals, your family. Yeah. King of Cups. Big love. So I feel like that's what's going to happen if you guide it to. You know what I mean? If you can use the passionate energy that's really revving up through the Mercury Retrograde Gemini, I mean, you have the ability to completely change your freaking life. You know, I know that people are afraid of retrogrades, but, you know, the more I've been investigating, the more I feel that's an illegitimate claim. You know, these retrogrades are for our benefit. You know, they're for our review. And this one for you is bringing in so much passion. It's just like, what side of the passion do you want? You want to use the temper flare, or do you want to use the passion toward what you're doing? You know, like what you're creating, what you love? Because it looks like look at, here's the painter kid, Page of Cups. So you sure got a lot of love here. So I feel like, yeah, and it's all surrounding this this Four of Wands. So I feel like you're focused. So you have this card of like fear and agitation and anxiety, depression, that kind of thing. Nine of Swords. It's a nightmare card. The way to turn that around is to focus on the love that surrounds you in your family. I see the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Children, fathers, husbands, lovers, maybe adult children even. So in my case, since I'm a Gemini, I would say grandkids, kids, and maybe even myself, you know, showing love toward all those. Let's see what else. What else do we see? Yeah. Bossing up here. Emperor comes out. This is like taking charge, you know. Yeah, I see a huge transformation coming for you. Yeah, I feel like you're not, I feel what's gonna happen is like this energy comes up, and now you know. Now you know passions are flaring for Gemini. How do you want to use it? You want to be pissed off, or do you want to boss up? Because this Emperor here, I mean, that's what's going to get you to that, you know, that stable, solid, grounded place of the Queen of Pentacles. I see you using this Emperor energy for your pentacles. You know, he's like an entrepreneur. He just gets things rolling. He's not afraid. He's a master magician. So you're introduced to the magician up here, and then this last card I pulled is the Emperor. So, you know, this retrograde goes until October 2nd. So you basically have about a month to use this energy for good. You know, that huge, passionate energy that you have. Like, I feel like when you talk to the moon, when it's full, I feel like you just set the intention to just lead with love, honor your passions, follow your passions, and ignore the the temper flaring thing. You know, set the intention that you're going for it. You're just going straight for what you want. That is what the moon's about. It's about dreaming big and then making it happen. So if you can use these two energies together, Gemini dude, I don't even know. I mean, the world's your oyster, I feel like. So, that's what I have for Gemini. So, let's see who's the next is Cancer, and I need to look at the numbers, 45, 41. Okay, so Cancer. Here's what I found out about Cancer on the internet. It says, okay, so you might want to think about taking your ex back here. So this must be about going through your relationship piece, you know. It says you might want an ex back, but don't act on it. Let it pass. You are craving comfort. Go see a close friend or go visit a spa. Give yourself and others the alone time they need. So, you're going to be missing somebody, Cancer, and you're going to be tempted. So let's see what Spirit wants you to do during this retrograde. What should Cancer be focusing on during the retrograde to get through it? I feel like you're focusing on King of Cups here. Oh yeah, you're thinking about the past lover that was over. And I feel like you do know that there wasn't equal give and take here, Cancer. You know there wasn't. You've seen the truth of it. Yeah, there was a lot of arguing and fighting, unfairness, you know. And this was somebody that you thought was the end-all, be-all, lovers and Nine of Cups. You really did. You thought this person was the thing. So that looks tough. That looks like it. So what can they do instead? Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So basically, yeah, I really see you like really stuck in that. That wasn't no lie, was it? What I read on the internet. So you felt like this person was everything, you know? But I feel like it was toxic and it left you feel like you were being attacked. But for some reason, you don't want to let it go. But what Spirit has in mind for you is right around the corner with the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the High Priestess. So I feel like from your past ex, it's got something completely different for you here with the Sun, and your intuition is leading you there. So let's ask about that. Tell me what the Wheel of Fortune is bringing for Cancer. Well, they're leaving you. They're making you leave this situation. There's a new beginning here. It might have something to do with work. Eight of Pentacles. Tell me what that is going to look like for Cancer. Okay, it's something to do with work. Okay, so your work, it looks like you're moving. Like you could be actually making a move, or it could just be your vibration changing. I feel like Spirit's kind of at the wheel here. But there's also someone coming in, Three of Pentacles, that likes you, likes what you're doing, wants to be a part of it. Tell me more. Yeah, I feel like you're going down a new road. Balancing things. So the way this is going to happen is Spirit's leading you somewhere. It's got something to do with work. So maybe you're moving to get a job in another place or something like that. But I feel like maybe what they're trying to say with this wheel card is that this person was brought into your life for a reason, you know, to teach you something. Tell me what it taught Cancer. Tell me what this relationship taught Cancer. Healing. Resting. What did they learn in the healing? Love. You learned about love. Something about love. Okay. So while you're resting, I feel like maybe you have some sort of dream. And some kind of knowing about what you need, where you need to go. Show me what this is about. Okay, so basically, I think while you're healing, this is where you go into the hermit mode. You know, I always feel like that with the hermit card. So you like go inside and you're talking to Spirit, like, what the hell is going on here, you know? And Spirit is showing you, like, you need to kind of get this attitude here where you like cutting out people, places, things that don't serve me anymore. I think you're focusing on yourself and your own healing. But I do see success coming here. Show me what the success is about for Cancer. What's the success about for Cancer? The Emperor and the King of Wands. Okay. So this person that you loved, that stabbed you in the back, that didn't treat you fairly, that you thought was going to be forever, you thought was your Ten of Pentacles, but it was toxic. Put you on guard, but you couldn't let go. Spirit's moving you, offering you a new opportunity here in work, I believe. Something tangible, something. Because you've got the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. And then you have this Page of Wands. So I feel like you're kind of going on a journey about something that you're passionate about. You know, something that you do that you're passionate about. Something that brings you balance, stability, and strength. And it brings out these two beautiful characters who are magic, who are know what they want, and they just go get it. So I feel like this is going to be kind of a long, drawn-out process through the retrograde. You're going to want this person. You're going to crave to go back to this person, Cancer. You really are. But I feel like maybe what you should concentrate on is this new stuff that's coming. You know, tapping into your intuition, because that's going to be what leads you. Because you're going to be really successful here. I see it. I see huge success coming. And an offer. I see you loving yourself, and I see you being honored. Why is the Six of Wands here for Cancer? What are they being honored for? Choosing yourself. You're being honored for choosing yourself, Ace of Cups. You're putting yourself first. And that's what you're being successful for. This beautiful love that's coming, this beautiful cup of love, it's you loving yourself, which is beautiful. Cancer, you know, yeah, this is beautiful. I see the Judgment card. I see 10 of Cups, and I see the Empress. So it's very possible, you know, like you've got some kind of, it could be a divine counterpart coming, you know, after the retrograde. But it's this person that needs to be left behind. This person that you're thinking about, you're wanting them, you're needing them. Don't do anything. Follow your intuition, you know. Keep your eyes focused on good stuff, things you love, things you want, and all of the things that you're creating in your life too, with the Empress, you know. You've got both of these people here. This is a divine couple. It's also complete and total balance within your own self, you know, balancing masculine and feminine energies. I mean, can you imagine having those two energies completely balanced inside of you? Do you know what that would be like? You know, you've got Mother Earth and you've got the Emperor, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, both in balance inside of yourself. I feel like once you work through this past energy, I feel like this is coming forward. It is so much love. It is soul led. It's just that you kind of have to let your soul lead, you know? Because what I see here is like during the retrograde, you're going to be really tempted to like reach out to this person, to rekindle something, because you believed in it. But I'm telling you now, there's something better coming. Just hang on. This person that you're thinking about, I mean, you know, Spirit is just saying, like, don't reach out. Don't reach out to them. Work on yourself. Love yourself. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. So let's see. We'll be on Leo next, which is 57. Okay, so Leo. Let's see what I found out on the internet. It says, okay, there's going to be misunderstandings. Don't make any assumptions. Talk face to face and don't use text. So I feel like this is in your communication house. So it's going to be pretty screwed up. So just stop texting during the retrograde, you know, because you're either going to misunderstand it or the person you're dealing with is. So look at them in the face when you're talking to them so there's no misinterpretation. Because this is really high for you, Leo. Really, really the hot spot. So I feel like it's just about paying attention to how you communicate and what you say, and learning from that, you know. Don't use emojis. People can interpret them any way you want. I hate that thumbs up one. Okay, Leo. Tell me about Mercury retrograde for Leo. What do they need to know? Surrender. Be loving, kind. Tap into your mother energy and that kind of love. There's someone pregnant on this card, so I don't know if that has anything to do with you, but you can take that or leave it. I hardly ever mention it, but this Queen of Cups is pregnant. So, Eight of Swords. I feel like you're all up in your head about stuff. Yeah, that makes sense with the Mercury retrograde. Like when you're not understanding even yourself. Like even your own self-talk is fucked up. Be careful. Be careful, Leo. I feel like Spirit might be moving you somewhere into some sort of new situation. Maybe one that's not so confusing. I see a full moon here, so it might be happening, you know, soon. Maybe it's your energy that's changing, because it looks like you're kind of all up in your head here. Yeah, I feel like you're talking to Spirit about something that wasn't fair here, and you're, you know, being given this knowledge to take your heart out of a situation and cut out people, places, things, situations that don't serve you anymore. However, I feel like it's important to be careful during the retrograde about cutting anybody out or about saying anything, because you obviously, with the Eight of Swords, have some confusion going on, you know. So stay tapped into spirit. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of guarded here. Yeah, you're not seeing things completely clear. Are you not hearing things clear, you know? I feel like maybe it's time for you to just like take take a little downtime for Four of Swords. Take a little downtime, take a rest. Yeah, because you are super mind fucking yourself here. You've got a lot of swords. You got the Eight of Swords, and now you got the Nine of Swords, and you got the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. So you got a couple of nines here, and what I feel like is nines are about realizing something. So this Mercury retrograde could take you deep into thought. I do see that here. But I feel like you're also realizing some things here. You know, maybe you're realizing who you really are with this Magician card. Realizing that you can create your own reality. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to live in the Nightmare card. This is something you planted something a long, long time ago inside of yourself. And it's paying off. It's growing. I feel like maybe there's a little bit of oh yeah, this is, I feel like you're arguing inside yourself even during this retrograde. Here, be careful. Yeah, Ten of Swords. You see, the swords represent communication, right? And this is in your house of communication. The retrograde is starting in your house of communication. So give me some advice. How can they work through this energy, Spirit? What can they do to best help themselves? Show me. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to help and love people. Six of Wands. Leo, this is your card, the Sun card. That is strength. It's prosperity. It's love. It's happiness. Ten of Cups. Yeah, so what they're telling you to do is focus on you. Focus on what's real. You know, these swords here, they're all about miscommunications, and I just feel like you have a whole, it's going to be just a month of that. But what they're saying for you to like concentrate on instead of that, because that's going to happen because of where it's at. It's going to happen. You're going to be confused. You're going to, you know, you're going to say things out of, people are going to misunderstand. You're going to misunderstand. But if you focus on this, like Ten of Pentacles, what you want, have. The Sun, this is your card. This is your power. This is your ability to shine. Focus on that. And then focus on the success. Focus on the success that you're thinking about with the full moon, the harvest moon, you know? It's about harvesting something that we want, something that we're passionate about. Focus on that, you know, instead of allowing all this communication stuff to get in your way, because you're not quite, it looks to me like sort of a rough patch here. But I see you, you know, getting grounded, stable, solid. Yeah, ground yourself. hang out in nature more, you know. Stay off of the computer is what I feel like saying right now. Stay off your phone. Stop scrolling. Go outside and spend time out there instead of inside on your phone, which we're all guilty of doing these days, you know. I could watch TikTok forever. So it's asking you, Leo, to not do that. Yeah, tap into nature, because it's going to tap into your high priestess energy, which is your third eye, you know. And also, here's this one, focusing on equal give and take. That's what your intuition is going to lead you to, is like just dealing with everything on a fair level, always making sure that your side of the street is clean, you know. So I do feel like you have kind of a rough road ahead of yourself. But remember, the very first card that came out is this Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups to me is about surrendering to spirit. Like, okay, I'm going to have some challenges with this Mercury retrograde. You're inside and you're saying like, okay, you need to help me refocus, spirit. Help me use my intuition so that I can focus on other things besides me saying something that other people are going to misunderstand, you know. Help me focus on my family and what's right in front of me and how much I love them. Help me give to them and focus on that. So that's what I see for you, Leo. Wow. I'm sorry. That seems like it might be a rough. So Leo, it's basically from September 9th until October 2nd. It's going to be in retrograde. So you could have some, yeah, focus on you, focus on reality, you know, focus on nature. All right, so let's see who's next. Virgo. 107. Okay. So Virgo. Let's see what the internet says. It says remain flexible and keep your sense of humor. Okay. So let's see what's happening with the Virgos. So the first thing I see is the King of Swords. So he is, a communicator. So we'll see what that means here, King of Swords. What else for Virgo? Virgo. Okay, so I feel like what's happening is the King of Swords is about figuring out what you want in your life and what you don't, not being afraid to cut out what doesn't serve you anymore. It's also about kind of making your own rule book, from your knowing, from your experiences, from your third eye information that comes in. Could also be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you got the King of Swords, the Temperance, and the Page of Cups. So I feel like, Temperance is about being patient with yourself. It's about getting grounded. It's about transmuting energy. And the Page of Cups can be about a child. It can be about learning something brand new. It can be about a message. So we'll just keep pulling cards and see if we can figure it out. Okay, so you got the Wheel of Fortune. So something's destined here with this retrograde for you, Virgo. Is it Virgo? Yeah. Well, what I see happening is some kind of new beginning here. There's an ending and a new beginning. I think the new beginning involves Ten of Pentacles here. So what I see happening here is the Wheel of Fortune coming in. I feel like there's a new opportunity for you to go. There's two opportunities here. I feel like one makes more money than the other one, but the other one is more satisfying here with the Page of Wands. I think it's important for you to make a decision based on your heart in this instance. I feel like you're not sure what to do, but this is part of your destiny for you to decide. And I don't think it's something you should just do like right off the bat. I feel like, no, I feel like you need to think about it. And I do feel like you need to come from a heart space while you're thinking about it. This is something that you are manifesting with spirit. And I think it's going to bump you up in energy so much, you're not even going to even recognize yourself in the Emperor energy. I feel like you have so much power here. And it doesn't matter what you choose here. Either way, you're going to be successful. Again, one is about making more money, and one is about something that matters to you. Like it's a deep passion. So I feel like this is kind of like this is like your fork in the road here. You know, you're going to go for the money, or you're going to go for something that really lights up your soul. It's up to you. I feel like Spirit's saying, like, don't rush in making the decision. Use your heart to lead you. Okay? Tell me more. Like, tell me a little bit more for Virgo. What's happening here? It's almost like you're creating this yourself with the help of Spirit. Like, I don't even know if you know what you're doing, but you're doing it, you know? And then you're just turning into this divine masculine figure who can really do whatever they want. And I feel like you just pick up and do what's best for you, and you go right to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel you receive clarity somewhere in here about how strong of a person you are, about what your goal in life is, what your, you know, which again kind of taps back into the moon energy, right? Yeah, I feel like you're kind of just being led to follow your soul. I feel like there's something underlying that hurt you so bad that I think it confuses you, and you almost feel cold at times. Like you don't want to do something. Let me clarify that. Okay, so whatever this big heartbreak was, Virgo, 3 of Swords, I feel like you're getting a new perspective on it because your soul's coming out, you know, and that's what's bringing you clarity. It's about something that hurt you so goddamn bad. It's something that knocked you off your axis. And it's something that you've never gotten over, even though this could have happened a while ago. It was a bad pain. Can you tell me any more about this 3? Okay, so it's kind of like it's the 5 of Swords. Could have been a word fight with somebody, and and you just can't stop. You're always stuck there. You want to make it right. Oh, yeah, you cry about it all the time, to the point that it's like toxic, and you can't really move forward. You're not even paying attention to anything. All you can think about is this loss, this fight, this pain. Yeah, I've been living in this. 9 of Swords. Okay, so retrogrades are just famous for bringing things back that we haven't fixed in our life. I do not think this is about a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. This is something way deeper than that. This is something that caused depression and toxicity in your own self. Maybe this made you start drinking too much. It definitely keeps you up all night, Virgo. You cannot sleep. So, do you want to know what's happening? Because you're getting clarity here. This is fucking beautiful. You got all this shit. The 5 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups. So basically, something happened that was terrible. You wanted to make it right, but you just can't. You can't stop crying about it. You're so emotional. And then you went to some kind of toxic behavior to try and get through it. You did. And now you just don't really see anything at all around you. You're just in a nightmare. You drink all the time, maybe, for some of you. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but that is what I'm seeing here. And then I see strength. I see your soul coming out to guide you. What they're doing is they're taking you right to this 3 of Swords, right to the source of the pain, right here. And they're putting you in this Hanged Man's position. And you know what that means? It means that you're looking at it from a different angle, from your soul's angle. You see, your soul is guiding here in the 20 card. You let it. You're like, okay, I get it. They're giving you strength to go back through this. You're going to do a rewind through this big, big pain, okay? And what I see is some new beginnings here in Pentacles and Cups. So this is about tangible evidence with a pentacle, and love is about your heart. So what I feel is happening is during this retrograde, you're going to be walked down this memory, and something big is going to happen to make that right for you. This is a really important retrograde for you. I feel like one of the very first thing that's going to happen is your knowing. Like, I feel like this is like a third eye knowing something. Like, you're either going to have a dream about it, or you're just going to know something. You know, it's just gonna come to you. And I know that sounds weird, but what I see happening is actually a new beginning in every way. You know, you got a new beginning in Swords, Pentacles, Cups. But I feel like what you have to do is surrender. Queen of Cups. That's about surrendering to spirit, just saying, like, I don't know what to do with any of this. It's so painful that I can't move. It's so painful that I'm relying on, you know, something to numb my pain. It's so bad. You know, this could very well have to do with, you know, a death, an upset in your family of some sort, you know, a divorce maybe, something that you lost, something you haven't been able to set right. But I feel like Spirit is going to set it right for you using the retrograde. So, that's a heavy one, Virgo, but I'm kind of excited for you because I don't know if this is like, I mean, there's so many pages on here. It makes me feel like it might be about your children or a child, you know? And I see healing. I see a complete turnaround. So honestly, Virgo, this could be that's why they're asking you to have patience. That's why they're putting you this card with the tree pose. You know, like get balanced, get grounded, get ready. Because the wheel says it's time. It's time for the grief to change. It's time for the toxicity to leave. It's time to stop grieving it. It's time to stop ignoring everything that's around you. It's time to get some sleep. Time to take charge of your life again. Time to work with spirit. So I see you, you know, if you are surrendering this pain, I see big things changing. I mean, I see you finding the Ten of Pentacles. You know, I see you finding it. Ten of Pentacles is about the everything. It's happiness, joy, stability, love. So I see that coming, and it's honestly, it's from what I see here in this reading, it's time. It's your turn. It's your turn to have all this beautiful love and this realizing like what your power is. And wow, that was a deep reading, wasn't it, Virgo? Okay, so Libra. Okay, Libra, let's see what I got on the paper for you from the internet. Okay, challenge yourself to be creative and proactive. That's a pretty good one. So let's see what this retrograde is doing for Libra. Starts out in Libra. So it's happening right in your very own home sign. So Spirit is just saying, like, use this for, you know, to be proactive here. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's an offer coming of some sort. Some kind of, could be about work. It could be from somebody that you know, or you could have met them, or maybe you're going to meet them like at a party or something. I feel like you actually go inside and talk to Spirit about it, and then ask for guidance from your intuition. And I feel like what they're showing you is sunshine. They're showing you prosperity and love and abundance here. Like this is I feel like it's a good offer. It could be about love, but I feel like you're a little bit guarded. That's your sign anyway, isn't it, Libra? Being like, I don't know. It looks like you're like not trusting. You're not trusting this offer. Yeah, you're blindfolded. You don't really want to make a decision. You're working on yourself. You're working on yourself here. I see Spirit coming in to work with you with the Eight of Wands. Help you maybe figure out who you are, how powerful you are. Queen of Cups. So now what I see is like you have a match, a vibe match here with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Okay? And I feel like you're manifesting this yourself. It is a wish fulfillment, but you are like a true Queen of Swords. Like, you're not scared to cut this person out. You know, you're not using your heart yet. You're using your knowledge while you make the decision, you know. I feel like you end up choosing to love them back, but let's see. You're guarded. And it's because of what you have, King of Pentacles. I feel like you have your shit together. Who am I talking to? Libra. Yeah. You have your shit together, like as far as your home goes and things like that. And I feel like I'm not sure if you really want to let someone completely in. I feel like this might be what's going to be transforming here. Because you have you know, like you're feeling pretty defensive about it. I feel like you're going down a new path here. I feel like you're letting down this like guard you have up, letting down this burden that you've been carrying for a really long time. And I think you're choosing new. This could be about work, because I see a pentacle here. But the thing is you get to go anywhere you want, and you know it. You know, like 2 of Wands and the World card. So like you are heading down a new path, you know. You get to choose wherever the hell you want to go. And you're doing it. You're like letting your hat fly off your head. You're like, I'm letting go. You know what you're letting go of is this. I mean, this is just confirmation of this transformation that you're doing. Like you're shutting the door to like the negative thoughts, the negative, I don't know, like being really guarded, like trying to protect yourself all the time. I think you're letting go of that, and you're kind of like, you're feeling a lot more free here. This old cycle ends during this retrograde, you know? Tell me what the new cycle looks like. What's it look like coming up after the retrograde for Libra? Show me what's coming. Okay, you got the Hanged Man. So what you're doing is, okay, so I feel like you're getting a new perspective. About who you are, about what you want, and about how people treat you, how you treat people. I see you walking away from anything and everything that doesn't support what you feel is your highest good. And that's what the new cycle looks like, you know? It's like you kind of getting a new perspective on what you really even do want. Now that you've kind of like stepped out of this old cycle of feeling like guarded and kind of scared of things, not letting people in. All of a sudden you have a new attitude, you have a new insight, and you walk away from things that don't serve you anymore, things that aren't enough. You have something in mind. You know what you want, you know? I feel like you're done overthinking it. You're done feeling left out in the cold. You're done accepting less than you deserve. That's what I feel like. You're starting over. You're starting over kind of like as a child here with the Page of Cups. You're starting all over again, and you're learning something new. And whatever this is, like, I don't know if you're like taking class or something. You're learning something brand new. And it leads to this Lover's card. So, like, it leads to this divine connection. It also leads to confidence. Like, you find this new confidence in yourself. And then you have, like, this new beginning, you know, in a new way of making money. Or a new viewpoint of money. And what you've done is you've manifested someone that is your equal vibration, and they're equal. They see you as an equal. They treat you as an equal. So you're walking away from something toward something brand new, something that makes you feel successful, confident. I feel like you see yourself on a whole new level. And that's how come you're attracting something different now. You know what I mean? Like up here, you're all guarded. You know, you like want to cut everybody out. You're trying to go around blindfolded here, not making decisions. You're guarded. You know, you don't want to share what you have, kind of thing. You know, because you feel like it's like people are a burden. Like they just take. But something's shifting here. Something's shifting, and you are going down a whole new path, leaving behind what doesn't serve you anymore. You're finding this confidence, and then what happens is you attract a like vibration. You know what I mean? Like once you're vibing higher, you're attracting the same vibration, which is someone who wants to love you back, someone who wants to put in just as much as you put in, someone who doesn't want to just take and take and take from your energy, but also replenish you. It's, you know, like it's an equal exchange. This is so beautiful. So what I saw on the internet is all right. Yeah, end that cycle, Erica. For sure. For sure. I ending it. And I think it's going to have a lot to do with the retrograde energy. Like, I feel like it could be bringing someone back, you know, to make you an offer from the past. Someone that was, you know, a burden, or something that made you feel like a burden, you know. And what's happening here, Erica, is this is the death card in this card, and it's like you're closing the door to a behavior or to a mindset, to the feeling of drudgery, the feeling of like, man, this has been the worst day of my life, you know. Spirit in this Mercury retrograde says challenge yourself to be creative and proactive. So I feel like all of this stuff comes up, but now that you know that this Mercury retrograde is kind of like, it's almost like irritating these energies for you, so that you can just go like, shit, that's gotta go. I'm done. I'm gonna walk through a new thing. It starts with just like surrender, like, spirit, you've got to take this. And I feel like, I don't know if it will be like a dream or something, Erica, but it's like you get some kind of like enlightenment here in the Hanged Man, and it gives you the courage to walk away from what's not enough for you. Anything, it doesn't matter if it's a work situation or a love situation, you're just done. You're done. What you want is to be successful, and that's kind of your end goal. So you start something new. Like, it feels like a class, or, you know, if you have kids, maybe you're involved in something with your kids, you know, like at their school, maybe you volunteer, something like that. But I feel like your vibe goes up. You start to see yourself differently, and a lot of it has to do with just the fact that you had the guts to walk away from what wasn't serving you, you know, and it lifts you up, and you start doing new things, and then you have all these opportunities because your vibration lifts up. What you're vibing at here, when you meet this lover's card person, which is, it could be a soulmate, you know, that helps you along to the next place or something like that. I do see like you have this tendency to be scared, like you're scared to invest because you're afraid you're going to end up alone and broke again. But I feel like spirit is saying, like, be proactive, be creative, focus on Focus on what you can do. Don't sit in this energy, you know. Don't worry about the what ifs. Watch what's right in front of you, which is yourself. You learning your magical abilities, learning your confidence, understanding your beauty. You know, you're even seeing yourself as beautiful here. That's how much closing that door is going to change things for you. You know, you see yourself as beautiful and magical and wonderful. And then you have a new beginning with somebody who is your equal, somebody who does see you as love, see you as everything. It could be a water sign because you do have a vibe match here with the water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I do feel like it's a new person coming in, someone you have not met yet, because you haven't been vibing at this level. So I feel like your vibe's changing and you're really getting every single thing you want. This Mercury retrograde in your sign, Libra, is bringing healing and a whole new life. You know, I know that everybody gets a little scared of the retrograde, but they really change us, you know, by like shining the light onto something, you know, like the fact like, well, that last person that you're hung up on made me feel like that. During the Mercury retrograde is going like, you really want to feel like that? Really? No, we don't. So I feel like you're getting, you know, a whole new life. That world card. All right, let's see here. Libra. So the next one is Scorpio. 137. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what I have on the paper for Scorpio. It says, find new ways to build trust in relationships. Spend time doing shared activities and see how people show up in different scenarios. So this was also talking about, I didn't write it down because I just thought it was just really detailed, but it was talking about like being a private investigator. Scorpio being a private investigator. And like you just go around like investigating and trying to find your own truth out about a person or something like that. It's almost a, I don't know, like a secret agent man kind of vibe, you know? And I feel like what it's saying is find new ways to build trust in relationships. Like instead of trying to dig for the information like a private investigator, spend time doing stuff, doing activities, and see how people show up in different scenarios. Instead of just trying to like secret agent man it. You guys know that song? Secret Agent Man. It's God, I haven't seen that guy when he was like 100, but he was really popular one. Johnny Rivers. Secret Agent Man. That's your song, Scorpio. All right. So you're going to want to act like a secret agent man, but they're asking you to like just check things out, like hang out in different scenarios with the people that you're having relationships with and see how they behave, you know? Watch them interact. Watch them interact with you. I feel like, yeah, you got a heartbreak here. First card out. Something big since it's the first card. And I feel like he broke your heart. Scorpio, Mercury retrograde. So you're starting out this vibration with the Mercury retrograde with the Three of Swords. So I feel like you've been hurt quite a bit. There's some kind of really deep pain. Could have something to do with love. Could have something to do with work. could have something to do with a child. But what I see happening is movement. I feel like you're being led somewhere that leads you to stability, King of Pentacles. So, yeah, and then you have a brand new start with the Fool card. Yeah, so it could be a new job or something. Yeah, something's ending, something new is beginning. So, wow, this is bringing you in like a whole new... Thank you, Erica. Thanks for watching. I'm glad it was on point. I think it helps when you watch when the person isn't watching, because I'm probably picking up on your energy, you know. So let's see. What we have here for Scorpio is the World and then the Six of Wands. So you're starting out, you know, following your soul here with the Fool card. It's taking you to immediately to success with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So this is like, you know, it could be a person, or it could be, you know, just the vibe for yourself. We'll see. You could have a new beginning, a new successful beginning with a fire sign. Or once you let go of this old cycle, the third, you know, the Three of Swords, the pain, it almost just catapults you into this success card. And the Queen of Wands shows up because she is, you know, confident. I feel like you're manifesting it. I feel like you're manifesting love. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Ten of Cups. You want it. You're manifesting it. You're going to be successful at it. It could be a fire sign, or it could be somebody that you think of as just really beautiful and sexy and yeah. But what I see is you causing this tornado here and a new beginning in love that leads to 10 cups, you know? This is kind of a you manifesting card. Like, that's the Emperor. So it's like you're taking charge of your own life as the Emperor. Going in with an offer of love here. Or someone's coming in for you that's an Emperor. But I feel like, yeah, this is your energy. But yeah, I feel like you are ready to offer some love. It might be somebody that you work with here with the Three of Pentacles. Could be somebody from your past, Six of Cups, somebody that you think about all the time. You're making the first step toward them. Three of Wands. So you're manifesting love. You're transforming something. And it's because you see the justice in it. You could be dealing with a Libra. It's almost like you're hanging on to something here with the Four of Pentacles. But I feel like you're going to let that go, because I feel like you do see the reason that it even happened. The reason this person was in your life. They gave you something. Everybody does. They changed something for you. You learned something beautiful. And so I feel what happens next once you find that find that justice is you just close that door and you walk toward what you want, you know? So this could be about that big heartbreak there, you know, finding the justice in it. Yeah. What's on the other side of the door once you let it go? I feel like you've been learning how to transmute energy with the Temperance card. This is turning like grudges or hard feelings, or like hatred even, or just resentment. Like you're hanging on to it at the same time, but at the same time you also kind of have a grudge. And I feel like in this Temperance card, you're switching that around, and that's what's on the other side of the door. You know what I mean? That's the... Who am I on? Scorpio. Well, it's your card, even. So you could be hanging on to something, but I feel like you're closing the door to that and walking through a new one and transmuting the energy. And I feel like you got 2 9s here. I feel like you're realizing some really important things here. What you want and who you are in this spirit driven body, you know? I feel like you're feeling pretty content here once you let that go. Tell me what the Emperor is doing here. I'm wondering if the Emperor was the one who hurt you, or if it's somebody. It's not somebody new, because it's clarified by the 6 of Cups. So I'm asking who the Emperor is, and the King of Wands come out. So now you have a true pair here, King and Queen of Wands. So it could be fire. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, right? Leo, Aries, Sag, yeah. So it could be that, but I do see a vibrational match, and I feel like that could very well be the love that you're manifesting, the one that's on the other side of the door. What's cool about this relationship with this fire sign, what I see, is I feel like it brings you balance within your soul and your body. Like, I feel like they do balance you out. Like you feel connected, not just to them, but to your higher self. Like there's something with this relationship that's magical. That's what I see. And successful. And 10 cups of love. But the other thing is that you realize that inside of this particular relationship that you find, or that you're manifesting, is that you can be independent in this relationship. And what I mean by that is, it's not something that's needy. It's not something that's toxic. You know, there's no toxicity here. There's freedom. There's wish fulfillment. There's spirit involvement. And lots of love. And you're being guided there. I feel like the first thing that happens here in the top row is you being taken to this place of stability. Like after the heartbreak, you know, you're being taken to the King of Pentacles energy, which is, you know, you don't really need anything from anybody. You are self-sufficient. And then down here, it's reminding me of it again. Down here at the bottom. It's like, you know, you're a very self-reliant person. You don't need another person for money or anything else. You don't need them. And I feel like you realize that here. But this King and Queen of Wands is about, I mean, you guys share some sort of a passion. There's some kind of a offer being made here at some point, you know. Like someone's offering something. I think it's going to take a while. It's the Knight of Pentacles, so it's slow. What's going to happen, Spirit? I feel like it's the King of Wands, which I feel like is you, because I was clarifying the Emperor. So I feel like you kind of taking charge of your own life, offering something. Love. This could be a friend. Could be at a party that you meet this person or something. You might be tempted to overthink it because of the past relationship. You know, you're reminded, so here we go with the retrograde, right? So you start overthinking because you go into your head and you're like, shit, you remember the last time? You didn't even see that shit coming, and it wasn't built on any kind of foundation, not at all. So you kind of feel like you don't even know if you want to do it, like you're kind of going back and forth. Again, Mercury retrograde, you're like reflecting on your past stuff. But I do see that you're going toward it. Page of Wands. You know, you're making a little step here. You're going toward it because your intuition is leading you there. Because you know why? Because this is your Empress. So Scorpio, I mean, you got the King and Queen of Wands as well as the Emperor and the Empress here. So the two of you are a power couple. I feel like there's so much love here. Definitely worth investing in. Definitely should talk to Spirit about it, but this could have something to do with, you know, something way deeper. Some kind of job you have to do with this person. Well, whenever I see all these like vibe matches, because now I'm running into like the Queen of Pentacles, which is the vibe match for the King of Pentacles. I see the King of Cups, which is the vibe match for the Queen of Cups, which is already down here, you know. And then yeah, and then I see joy and stability. I see Ten of Pentacles, and I see you rushing towards it. I also see the Wheel of Fortune here. So I do feel like this is a, you know, it's a definitely destined thing to have happened. And so I think that's what the Mercury retrograde is doing for you. I think you're going to have a rewind. I think you're going to see this heartbreak as something completely different and close the door to that chapter, and then walk toward what is for you. I feel like you're going to figure that all out. What did it say here? Find new ways to build trust in relationships. See? So you might be, this might all be coming up because of this person from the past that hurt you. Maybe you got somebody else coming in that's a great match, but you're like thinking about the old one. And you're like, I wonder how I can figure out if this is a real deal or not. So I feel like it's something you need to talk to Spirit about. I do think you have someone coming in that's just perfect for you. And lots and lots of love, new opportunity, wish fulfillment. And it's all because I feel like you're getting a new perspective on that pain. That pain in the very beginning. It's the first thing that came out, you know. Let me show you. I'm up here right now. The very first thing that came out was the Three of Swords. And then all of a sudden you get like this Ace of Wands. Like a sudden breakthrough. Like you finally suddenly see something. And it could be about an offer, like a job offer. And Spirit is like leading you there. It's for stability. And you're just super happy. So I feel like you're going to be doing a little rewinding about relationships, Scorpio. And I feel like you're going to see them a completely different way. That's what I see coming. So let's see, Sagittarius would be next. 1, 5, 4. So Sagittarius, let's see. Okay, it says Sagittarius, focus on real life encounters. Don't use any apps during the retro. Okay, so I feel like this is about, like, you know, dating apps and stuff. I feel like there could be a lot of miscommunication through, I mean, that comes every time with the Mercury retrograde, so be careful with it. Don't rely on that for your only source of incoming knowledge, you know. Do everything right up front, you know. Look people in the eye, that kind of thing. Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde. So let's get a spread for them, Spirit. What's happening? Sagittarius. It looks like you're going from rags to riches here. You know what I mean? No, probably not. But you start out with the Five of Pentacles. What did that say again? Sagittarius, focus on real life encounters. Don't use apps. Okay, so the first card out is the Five of Pentacles. It's about feeling lack, feeling left out in the cold, feeling broke, scared to ask for help. Next card out is the King of Pentacles. Completely stable energy. Having everything you need. And then Ace of Cups, a new start in love. And it's going to be successful. But what I see is you hanging on. You hanging on. I feel like you have a fear. It could be about money. You know? It could be because someone ended things and then just ran away. King of Cups. He broke your heart, didn't he? Three of Swords. Made you all guarded. He could have been, this person could have been somebody that just came and didn't stay long. They didn't really, they didn't stay. You know, the Knight of Wands, kind of fast action, and they just stay for a minute or two. They don't put any roots in, you know. It's not who they are. This broke your freaking heart, made you stay up all night. So this is kind of what happened in the past, right? So yeah. So here's what's happening in the future. You want to know that? You're ending this bullshit. The World card. Your World card. You're letting it go. You're closing the chapter. You're done crying. You're done being guarded. You're done feeling hurt. I feel like you're getting stable inside of your own self. I feel like you're doing a lot of nurturing yourself as well as your family. And it's bringing in a lot of stability just from you. I see you growing. I feel like you're creating something new that's going to become like a beginning for you. Like maybe a new way to make money. Maybe you get a new house. But you're creating it yourself in the Empress energy. I do see you talking to Spirit about it, and the Hermit card could be dealing with the Virgo, but you're really starting to work with Spirit here with this Eight of Wands. It's like you and Spirit, like Spirit showing you, like, look at what you can do. Look at what you can manipulate energies. You can make a tornado with your thoughts. And you're kind of owning this Empress energy. Spirit is giving you so much new knowledge about yourself and about who you are, the Empress. who and what you deserve in your life. I mean, the world is your oyster here. You get to choose what you want. You get to choose what kind of love you want, and then manifest it. And you are the Fool card. You're going for it. So I feel like, yeah, what you're manifesting and going for is your real true love. The Lover's card. This is the person that was meant for you. This is not someone who's going to make you cry. This is not someone who's going to just leave you in the cold. This is real love. So I feel like what's happening over the retrograde is you're going to be like revisiting this hurt, this pain, and refiling it in your brain, you know, and then refiling it in your brain as something else. You know what I mean? As a lesson learned, as this is not what love is. This is not what I want, you know. Refiling that pain as a lesson and how you can help others with it possibly, you know, definitely taught you something. Where it's leading you, you know, so many times we get, you know, like looks like a painful situation, but every single time we have a painful situation, it drives us inside of our own selves. You know, like we look inside of ourselves, we talk to spirit. And that's when they kind of like start showing us like what's really possible. You know, like this tornado thing. This is you learning how to manipulate energies. That is my daughter trying to message me on Messenger. I mean, call me on Messenger. It's probably my grandson. So sorry about that. Hopefully they will stop. So basically, I see you revisiting this. You know what I should probably do is text her really quick so she doesn't call again. Sorry about that, you guys. I just wanted to text her so she didn't keep calling. Okay, so that's what I see you for you, Sagittarius. I see you kind of like doing like a whole rewind about love and stability, and almost like I feel like you're finding those things on your own, you know? And once you do, I feel like that's when your lover comes in. But I feel like you're going to be refocus on that pain and seeing it. Okay, sorry. I'm still kind of looking at this message from Mary. Let's see here. Okay, so Capricorn. Capricorn wants to say, need to get real about your long-term goals. Are they lining up? So this is about your goals, Cap. That's what the Mercury Retrograde is talking to you about, is your goals. So I feel like, yeah, you've got some new areas that you can go. Look at you coming into your own reading here. So you got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like maybe you start down a new road about money. There could be something here that might feel like it's not the right way, and so you walk away. Like something is tempting, but you're just not feeling it. So you walk away and you start working on your intuition, because you know, out of everything you've ever invested in, you're the most important thing that you invest in, right? Okay. And so you're kind of in deep thought. You're kind of like not really noticing your surroundings for some reason. I'm not quite sure why here. Maybe there's been some sort of, you're having an inner struggle, you know. So I feel like it's going to require you to go in and talk to Spirit about it so that you can manifest what you do want. Okay, so you're talking to Spirit. You're like, how do I get this going? It's about work. It's also about intuition. Maybe your work is intuition, because this High Priestess is a tarot reader. She's looking into the future. She's got all kinds of magic stuff around her, right? And yeah, so what I feel like is you're going to talk to Spirit, and it's almost going to be immediate here. You're going to start, I think you just almost immediately know what way to go. And where you're headed is this stable energy, King of Pentacles. This is your own energy. And I feel like you're being led to love yourself. Like, I feel like that's the first step, is self-love. That's about as easy of a reading as I've ever seen before. You go in, you're like struggling, and Spirit, you go in to talk to Spirit, and Spirit immediately shows you something, who you are, the King of Pentacles, able to touch anything and turn it into gold, and you can't help but love yourself. That's when all your wishes come true. Look at that, the sun. So that's joy, stability. Like, what you want is right at your fingertips. You're making it happen yourself. Beautiful. Capricorn. I think Aquarius is next. And you know what that said about Aquarius? It said that you crave freedom. And it also talked about like possibly thinking the grass is greener. It was suggesting not to really go down that path. Just kind of hang till the retrograde is over, you know, before you make any big decisions to like leave someone or go back to someone from your past or whatever. Like, don't really do it. This is a Wheel of Fortune moment. 3 of Pentacles. Let's see. Could be a lot of things. I feel like you are hanging on to something. Maybe you're afraid about money. I see a child here, or a new opportunity, doing something you love. And I feel like there's someone coming in to offer to work with you. You're a little bit afraid. It's something new. It's something you love, though. But you're a little bit afraid because, I don't know, you've got some sorrow going on, 5 of Cups. You've got some fear about money, 5 of Pentacles. And then you've got the 6 of Swords, which is being moved, your energy being moved out of this 5 energy. You know where you're going? Emperor energy. Emperor energy. So you're leaving this 5, which is down in the dumps kind of energy. Spirit's taking you straight to the Emperor. This will be energy that you possess too. And this is like bossing up, making shit happen. I don't know if it's a new job. I don't know if it's about starting your own business. Could be. I also see the Lover's card coming in here. So there might be a love situation attached to it. Could be a Libra. This is a relationship coming in that's fair. Yeah. And I feel like in the past, I don't think you had that. I think you know, somebody just stabbed you in the back and split, you know. I think that's what's got you feeling alone. I feel like that's why you're at the edge of the river crying, and that's why you feel broke. But, you know, this Wheel of Fortune is here. So, obviously, this is some energy that you wanted to work through when you made your soul plan. So, yeah, so there's this offer. It could be like a date with a pentacle person, Knight of Pentacles. But it also could just be like a new business venture because it's a pentacle, right? It's slow. It might even be whatever this page up here is doing here, starting on something new. You're being made this offer and you're wondering if you should put any more effort and time into it or not. I feel like this is a spirit-led opportunity, though. And I think there's a partner coming in. It could be like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's an equal kind of relationship. And honestly, it could be like a business deal. Because I feel like that's kind of what the beginning of it's about. But it could be about love too. Like you're being made an offer. This could be from someone from your past, since it's a retrograde and you're trying to think like, I don't know if I want to put any more time and effort. They stabbed me in the back and left, you know. But you do love them and it's tempting, you know. But I do feel like you're closing the chapter. I don't think you're going to go revisit this because, I mean, it starts with the Ten of Swords and ends with death. And everything in between is just, you know, like, I think it felt good, you know. But I feel like it's going to be kind of a test. Someone coming back in, testing you. It's the person that hurt you coming back. What did they say again here? You crave freedom. What's on the other side of the door? Once they close the door and the death card, what's on the other side? Show me one card for Aquarius. You. Talking to spirit. That's what's on the other side. It's about you. Oh my God, yeah. You're finding your independence. Okay. And then from there, you get to go anywhere you want. Wow, that's a good reading. Aquarius. I feel like you're going to be tempted with maybe more than one lover coming back. Mercury Retrograde. Hello. 214. Okay, so the next one is the last one, Pisces. And what I found out on the internet is be mindful of this retrograde. It may bring up feelings of jealousy, Pisces. So let's ask Spirit. Spirit, what's coming for Pisces with the Mercury retrograde? decisions. You're blindfolded. It's got something to do with your family, stability, passion. Love. You're deciding whether you want to move forward in a love situation that could potentially be 10 cups of love, which is the whole enchilada. It's family love, a new beginning in clarity, a new beginning in truth. You want to speak your truth. Somebody wants to speak their truth about what they want, about their wish fulfillment. About the lovers. Equal give and take. Okay. You're trying to decide whether you want to invest in this situation or not. Because I feel like there was an argument and something wasn't fair. And somebody split. So this is probably coming back around for you to look at. And maybe this person that you're thinking about has someone else. And, yeah, and you feel like guarded and attacked and maybe want to choose going down a whole nother road than that. Because you don't, yeah. Closing the chapter. I feel like, you know, this is walking you through this energy of, you know, possible, like, I don't know why I can't have that feeling. Like, how come everybody else gets what they want and not me? That kind of thing. Like, I feel like you're thinking to yourself, like, nothing is ever fair for me. But I feel like you're closing out that chapter because it's painful. And I feel like the retrograde is kind of like bringing that to light for you. Like maybe some way that you're thinking that's just kind of, it's just not accurate, you know? I feel like very, very quickly, like once you let this go and you're like, I want something new. I'm going towards something new. I'm not going to worry about what other people are doing. I'm going to worry about myself. I feel what happens is you just like realize this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is joy and stability within yourself and with your relationship with spirit. You're just kind of on your own. You're content. You have everything that you need, and you're confident that you always will. You know, I feel like you rely on spirit for everything, and that's what brings you everything that you want, you know, once you actually get to this spot. I feel like it's coming really fast once you kind of close the door on worrying about this last thing. You know, I feel like love is coming in. King of Cups. So I feel like it almost is it's within your reach, this love, but it might not be the person that you've been focused on, you know. It could be because of your vibe, you know, wherever you're vibing at. And sometimes when we hang on to stuff that doesn't serve us anymore, that makes us feel jealous or resentful or pissed or whatever, I mean, it changes our vibration. And then we vibe at that level. It's not really our true level of vibration, though. You know, that's not our true self. It's actually letting go of the outcome of things. Like, you know what? I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to work on my spirit relationship with my spirit. I'm going to pour all the love I have into myself. And I'm just going to work with spirit. That's when your vibe changes. That's when your wishes start to come true. That's when your perfect mate, your perfect aligned partner who's bringing in like joy and stability and love, that's when they show up. When you're vibing where they're vibing. I see 10 of Cups for you. but you have to kind of let go of, I don't know, this past thing that didn't really serve your highest good. You're still clinging to it. But that is what retrogrades do. You know, they bring up this stuff that we need to release. And so that's what I see happening for you. I hope that everybody enjoyed the reading, and I hope I'll put timestamps on it. Erica, I love you, dude. Thank you for always being here. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much.